do you struggle with sleep? Do you struggle to fall asleep or stay asleep through the night, and you're so tired of insomnia that I'm not sure what's the next stage for you? Hi, I'm Lana from the Sleep Well Clinic for Women, and today I have Ashley with me, and we will be talking about some tips for you, but also how a Sleep Well personalized program helped her with her sleep. Hi, Ashley, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Ashley, and I am from the United States and Oklahoma. I am a teacher, a wife, and a mother of a 6-year-old little girl.
So tell us, what were your struggles with sleep before we met with you?
I always slept well up until I've had a lot of stress in my life. I've always struggled with anxiety, and my mother passed away about a year ago. And that's when my sleep problems started happening on top of, all the other things happening in the world and just normal stressors and anxiety. I found where I would dread sleep. I would think about it all day. And am I going to sleep tonight? Am I going to have a panic attack, anxiety attack? And it would just become a burden where I didn't want to sleep. It was just a very stressful situation. Was going to sleep was a burden. If I fell asleep, I'd only sleep for a couple hours, stay up for 3 or 4. So
Thank you, Ashley, because you described exactly so well the whole saga with insomnia. Quite often women just insomnia starts after maybe a bereavement or maybe even a cold, sometimes women say to me, or even some stress or something, even moving to another place, stress at work, and then they start sleeping poorly, but then they start preoccupying with their sleep so much that it triggers panic attack, anxiety, and then they're dragging going to sleep. So it's just kind of the whole idea to break that vicious circle, that you can actually don't pressure yourself to go to sleep, but sleep comes by itself, and that's kind of so why it's so important. So you've done Sleep Well personalized program. How did you find the process? Was it easy to follow? Was it helpful? We started first with your assessment because it was important for me to know where you're at with your sleep, what actually you struggle with sleep, falling to sleep or staying asleep. Why are you having panic attacks about your sleep? So all this was so important to know the big picture and all your health in general. So the big picture was so important to know before we kind of move forward. And then we've done your plan, and then we had coaching session and your course. So it just, can you tell us a little bit more from your perspective? How did you find it?
So I found it very easy. I really loved the program. Again, it was easy. I was able to do it at my own pace with the guidance of you, of course. And then what I liked most about it is that you helped me find like the root issues and the cause, and not like if you go to another doctor, sometimes they just cover it up. Oh, take this medication or do this, just a short-term thing that would only help every once in a while, maybe help, maybe not help. And nobody really got to the root cause. The assessment and the whole program was very simple. I could still attend to my family if I needed to, but it was just very easy to listen to. The programs, the little lessons did not take very long at all. So I could take that time for myself too, and not feel like I'm taken away from family. And it was easy to put all the suggestions and things that you suggested into play. It was very easy to do. Okay, I'm going to focus on this one thing today, and then or this week, and then the next week you'd focus on something else. And it was just very simple and easy. And I felt like it understood what I was going through exactly. Yeah, it was a great program. I really enjoyed it. And it helped with everything in my life during the day too. All my stresses and anxiety, all the things that you taught me how to do, like I'm putting all those things into practice all day long. And it's actually helping with anxiety that I would have, not with just sleep, with everything.
Yeah, you're so right, because that's the whole idea, to teach how to deal with anxiety in general at daytime. It's not just only to do with the sleep, but then if you learn to deal with anxiety at daytime and stress, then you are more prepared to go to sleep well. So it just, yeah. And thank you for saying that it kind of was easy, and with the small videos which you can watch at your own pace, and it's just put into place, practice them. So it's like busy moms like you that the program, or like if you've got time. My other client, I was listening, doing an interview yesterday, and she said she just goes over now because she just kind of, she finds other things that she can practice and seeing the results of that. So thank you, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So how did your sleep change, or what things improved with your sleep because of that?
I mean, of course, I still can have a few issues, but it's just it it's a long process, but it's not taking as long as it would have without your program. I'm very grateful that I decided to take that plunge. I've been sleeping since the program. I've been sleeping every night but 2 nights.
Yeah.
I had just a little bit of insomnia, but not near as much as I did before the program. I've been sleeping very well ever since the program, and I'm very grateful for it.
And the main thing, you're not worried about that anymore. That's kind
Yeah.
of, that's a huge thing, that you don't have to think about your sleep all the time. You know, if you do the right thing at daytime, the sleep will come, and you don't have to get obsessed or about sleep, thinking, googling what you need to do. It's all there. You know
Yeah.
what to do. You're in power. It puts you kind of um, in control of your sleep, and that's what we're meant to sleep. We need to tweak a few things here and there, that it
Mhm.
comes more easily, and you can fall asleep easily and sleep through the night. But that, when we start preoccupied with the sleep so much and put pressure on yourself, then
Mhm.
it's sleep sometimes doesn't come, and it's hard. And the main thing, that you're not also waking up in panic attacks, that you don't know what to do, or scared that you can't sleep, because even one
Right.
slight anxious thought about sleep can put you keep you awake the whole night. So yeah, and when you know
Yes,
what
it
to do,
can.
that, yeah, that's the key. And what would you say to someone who is considering doing the program, and they're hesitant? Would they have time? Would they have money? Would they have, what kind of investment it for them and for their health and their life in general, their sleep, most of all?
Yeah. I understand the hesitation and the money, and especially being a school teacher, you don't always have a lot of the money, especially here where I live. And you get hesitant about your time, or, oh, this is another program, or is it going to cost more and more, like exactly what does it entail? And I was hesitant, but I decided to make that plunge and do it. And I went ahead and I thought, I thought about the things that I paid for in my life, and I was like, well, I pay for this much, for something else. If my sleep is worth it, I should be able to pay. So I went ahead and I paid, and I am so glad that I did. Like, I will keep revisiting all the program over and over too. It was well worth everything all the time. It wasn't even a lot of time, and
Yeah,
it really wasn't expensive at all for me. It helped
yeah.
so much. It was worth it.
And you said also with your time, because quite often women say, "Oh, that's another thing to do." How would you say, like, would I have energy and for that? Quite.
You There was often times that I would put my laptop and play and start dinner and watch the video as I'm starting a meal, and then finish the video, that the program lesson that you had. as the meal was cooking, I would sit down at the kitchen table and finish sometimes the last 10 minutes of it. It was very short. And by the time I was done with my video, the dinner was ready. So it was, you'd think it's time consuming, but you can fit it in different parts of your day where it really, and you can listen to a lot of it too after you watch the videos. You can go back and just listen, and it works well too that way.
Yeah. And you're right, because yeah, you just do at your own time and they're very short. But main thing, kind of investment in your health, in your sleep. It means you spend time, energy, and money, but then you're not worried about sleep. You're not tired in the morning. It means you're so much productive. It means you have this extra time that you made, created by doing the program, because of sleeping better and not worried, and not spending your time actually in another groups. What the next thing should I try? You don't have to
Yes.
do that. So that's kind of, in the long term, you saved a lot of time and energy. But improving your health, that's kind of, and your quality of life, that's important. Yeah. So
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that, because it's amazing to hear stories like yours, because that kind of makes my day, bring a smile to my face, because I know I'm doing the right thing, helping women to transform their sleep and their life, and it's kind of brings so much joy to everyone's life, because you're a happier mom when you
Yeah.
had a good sleep. You are kind of yeah, give time to your daughter and to your family. It means that you're not grumpy, that you are happy. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's the main thing. So thank you so much for sharing, and I'll see you in the group. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.